Welcome to Iron Lotus Tai Chi. We're going to have a continued look at our Beijing 24. We've been breaking it down step by step. I'll start by doing the form up to where we got up to last time, and then we'll break down the next little sequence of moves and we'll take it from there. Okay, so I'll turn my back to the camera. I'll start over here. So we've got a nice upright stance, an empty circle, then we let the heaviness manifest in the right leg, light in the left, stepping out. With the breath in, tailbone sinking, drawing up. Breath out, sinking. Turning the body left, and then back to the right, looking to hold the ball. Stepping across, right foot opening up. Part the wild horses sink. Rock back, turn, close the ball in, and stepping again forward, and then turning and sink. Rock back, turn, squash the ball, step, open up, sink. Turning the body, pivoting around this front hip, half step in, turning the body back to the right, light home, protecting the right side of the head, protecting the belly and the groin area, empty step. Turning the body for a nice long block across, turning the body back to the right, bring those right fingers up, left toe, turn that right hand to palm down, split, the brush knee, rock back, hip dropping in and down, scooping up, turning that left palm over, brush the knee, step, press. Rocking back, right hand palm up, fingers draw up, right elbow back a little, brush knee. Extend that press. Feel the stretch right back to that back foot, then release, boing, back to centre, empty step to play below. Into repulse monkeys, turning the body right, left fingers go forward, palm down, right hand comes up towards the ear, turn the front one palm up, step through, curve in the step, turn the body. Opening up, front one palm up again to lock the joint, step through, same again, opening up, front hand palm up, stepping through, and one more time. Into hold the ball position, left hand comes under, the toe comes in with it, and right hand over the top. Okay, so in our hold the ball position, I'll do this towards you as a mirror, okay? So if I was doing it the way we've just done in the form, we have right hand on top, left hand under, so you guys can do that. So you've got right hand on top, left hand under, and you're going to be stepping straight towards me with your left foot and warding off. Right hand down, left one up, okay? This move, again, is about, there's an arm that's come in and you're trying to get the other person's elbow, so it's just this side of your front arm and you're pushing down with this bottom one. And when you do that, if someone's arm is like this and your forearm is there, you're pushing down here, it tends to make them pop up like that, okay? And be quite uncomfortable, okay? So if I do that with my back to the camera, that's how we would be doing it in the form. We're in the hold the ball position, right hand on top, left hand under. We step, we ward off. As we do that, we want a clear feeling of tailbone sinking. That will help this front arm to come up, okay? So we've got our hold the ball there, and we've taken our step, tailbone sinks, and that brings that up. If the tailbone doesn't sink, you'll tend to be, again, just pulling up from the shoulder instead of allowing your whole body weight to give that strength, okay? Alright, so we'll just do it again from the hold the ball position. So we've got right hand on top, left hand under, we take a step, we sink the tailbone, Now, if we haven't got this arm in quite the right place and someone's elbow is just the other side of it, they will then be able to drop their elbow because their arm won't be locked. So then we want to do a little bit of a drop and turn so that we've got this on the upper arm, this on the lower arm to grasp peacock's tail and draw it back across the body and then release. Okay? So again, I'll do that facing towards you as a mirror. Okay, so we've got our weight now, right foot, left foot on the ball of foot, right hand on top of the ball, left hand under. We take a step left, we sink the tailbone, left hand comes up. Haven't done this quite right, so the person drops their elbow and they drop their body weight on it. If I try to go straight up into grasp peacock's tail and someone's arm's there, I'm fighting them. If I have just a little bit of a drop and then swing up, I can get my hands around the outside of their arm. Okay, and you can see the way my hands are, like there could be an arm there. If your hands are sort of like this, that's not going to be holding anything. Okay, they need to be palms in towards each other, and then we draw back and we release. Okay, the next little part of this move, we bring this arm at the back, which will be your right arm. We bring the forearm to the inside of the left wrist, and here we want to do what our master calls an elbow punch, where this elbow comes forward and up. And again, a lot of people sort of just do this from the shoulder. You really want to sink the tailbone and get this little rock through the pelvis. If you get this rock through the pelvis, you get this kind of boom, okay? And because this hand is pulled in, then when you release, it wants to spring forward for the next move, okay? So we'll just have a little bit of a look at that again, okay? So, right hand on top, left hand under, a little bit sunk down into the knees, take a step left, tailbone sinks, left hand up, right one down. Little bit of a drop, turn, grasp the peacock's tail. We bring that back across the body, we release it. Right elbow is going to come forward and up, tailbone tucking under, and then we release this compression, going out to the front, and then we roll back. Wrists come up, elbows stay low, drop down, and again tailbone tucks under to push. Okay, so I can do that with my back to the camera. It's harder to see my hands. Actually, maybe if I do it this way, I think that'll work fairly well. Okay, so if we've got our weight in our right foot, so I'm no longer being a mirror, I'm doing the same as you guys. Got our weight in our right foot, we've got our left foot on the ball of foot, right hand on top, left hand under. We take a step, tailbone drops, left arm comes up to about chest height, right one down. Make sure this is not up here, the shoulder will be tense, want the shoulder heavy and low. Then we let that drop a little, and it's like a swing. It swings up, and then back across the body. Right elbow is going to do a little pendulum, tailbone helps that to happen, and then we release, spring forward, roll back, like playing in the waves that we did in the Shavasana form, and then push. That sequence is then repeated to the other side. So we bring our toe up, and we turn, toe in, so you're facing that left toe straight towards me, let the right toe pivot, right hand comes out a little, and left hand is on top of the ball. Bring the right hand and right toe in. The toe then is near the left heel, and again here nearly everyone at first wants to just step straight, but we need to step across towards our right, okay? And then we turn the body, let the back heel go back, we ward off. Left hand down, right one up to chest height. Okay, again think about something's come in and we've locked that elbow and we're lifting someone up on their toes. If we haven't done it quite right, we turn, get the arm, this one on the outside of the arm, this one on the inside, grasp peacock's tail. Left elbow is going to do the little elbow punch. Let the tailbone tuck under, and then boing, roll back, wrists come up and over, and push. Okay, so there's quite a lot in that bit. So what I'll do, I'll go from the end of play the lute, and through the repulsed monkeys, and then I'll do that section, okay? So I'll start over here. Okay, so we're in our play the loop position. I'm turning the body, left hand is going forward, right elbow comes back and open up, front palm up, step through, nice curve in the step. If we can, we've got our breath in as we open up, and then our breath out through the centre. The same again, breath in to open up, breath out through the centre. One more time, breath in and breath out. In to hold the ball, left hand comes in, right hand over the top. We step to ward off, tailbone sinks down, turning to the left, letting this drop a little, and then it will swing up, turning the body to bring that back and across, right elbow to do the little punch, and then expand, up and over to roll back, sink, and push. Toe up, draw back, turn, left toe in, continue to turn left, put pivot on the ball of the right foot, draw right hand and right foot in, step across to the right to shoulder width, turn, let the back heel go back. Turning again to grasp peacock's tail, drawing back and across, left hand comes up to the inside of the wrist, and again elbow, punch, expand. Here, this if someone's grabbed the wrist here, this is an uprooting movement. And then a compressing down movement, and our push is more up than forward, to push someone up to disconnect them from the ground. Okay? So again, just going through that, watch the video again a few times, get each bit right so you feel pretty confident with it, and when you're allowed to, get yourself out to class, because a form like this, you really need a teacher, someone to watch you, and you also need, if you can, someone to play with, so they've got a body to practice stuff on, okay? Alright, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I'll have another one ready for you soon. Thanks very much, guys.